Here is a great way to upcycle old coffee cans into something perfect for your home. The first thing I'm going to do is attach a stencil to this can. And then, using some modeling paste, I'm going to apply it over the stencil. Carefully remove stencil and repeat on the other side. Once my stencil is dry, I've given it a really light sand and a very quick coat of Elmer's glue. Now I'm going to use some black acrylic paint and I'm going to paint over the whole thing. Once it's dry, I'll grab some silver paint. Start by wetting your sponge, dip it in, and sponge it over the entire can. I want it to be fairly runny, so I'll also spray some water over the whole thing, and that will make these little drips. This is dry, and now I'm going to use some copper acrylic paint to rust this up a little bit. So I'm grabbing this fan brush and very carefully glancing it across. And I'm going to also add in a little bit of green, just to make it look like it's got a little bit of moss on it too. And here is my faux zinc canister. It's worked out really well. This is a great way to use up your old coffee cans.
I grabbed a corrugated cardboard box and a tin can from my recycling for this elegant home decor. I cut the cardboard about a 1/4 inch taller than the tin can. I wet a tea towel and pressed it onto the top of the cardboard to make it damp, not wet. This helped to loosen it so I could pull the top layer off and expose the corrugated part. Then I flipped it over and painted the top 1/2 inch and top edge antique white using acrylic paint. I flipped it back and painted the whole corrugated surface in antique white, and then I started blending with the other colors. I used a sponge to add black, gray, and I spray painted some silver for a metallic touch. I added more antique white on top and blended it all together using my paintbrush. Once dried, I wrapped it around the tin can, hot glued it together, and now I have a knockoff galvanized zinc vase, and you'd never know it came from the recycling bin. I hope this inspired you to dig into your recycling and create your own galvanized zinc-inspired vase.
Not sure what to do with those old nursery pots that just sit on your potting bench? Well, I've got a great idea for you. You're going to want to grab some bamboo fencing and some short wire garden fencing. The first thing you're going to want to do is to roll out your bamboo fencing, and you're going to want to cut it so that you can have about 2 loops around your pot. Your pot's going to sit on the top. So the first thing that we wanted to do after I measured it out and cut it is to trim off those bottom pieces. They weren't very sturdy, so we just used a saw for this. And then we went ahead and cut another piece so that we would have 2 different sized planters. This was really easy to do. Went back over to the potting bench and took that green fencing and made sure that I had enough of it. This was just scrap fencing to go around most of the pot. I had to cut the fencing a little bit because it ended up being taller than my bamboo once we trimmed those bottom portions off. And this is really easy to just snip to size. You're just going to wrap it around 2 times and then use some zip ties to secure your bamboo fencing to the wire inside. Once you have done that at both the top and the bottom, you'll be almost ready to put your planters in the top. So here I used just those old nursery planters with some good quality soil, and I planted some beautiful pansies and some snapdragons. They're going to look so great. So I just chose a shady spot by our back steps that really needed some attention and put your plants in the top, and you're ready to go. They can easily be watered and water can drain out, no problem. I hope you guys enjoyed this easy way to dress up some old nursery pots that maybe you don't know what to do with.
This plastic dollar store planter definitely needs a makeover. I'm going to get my paint ready before I do anything else. I've grabbed some gray chalk paint and some sand that I found at the dollar store. Now that the paint is quite thick, I'm going to get the planter ready. A quick sanding with a sanding block is all the planter needs. This will rough up the surface a bit and help the paint adhere a little better. I want to cover the entire planter except the bottom. It's important to cover the edges and the inside lip of the pot as well so that it looks real and authentic. I don't want any of the plastic visible. Now that the paint and sand mixture is all dry, I want to brush on some dark gray paint. I'm not going to cover the entire surface, but I want to brush it on kind of randomly. For the final paint layer, I want to add a little white to highlight the edges and the high points. I'm adding some white first, and then I'm going to mix it with a little gray just with my brush. Finally, I want to seal the planter with a clear coat. Since my planter will be outside, this is just going to help to protect the paint and the sand mixture from all the elements. It's time to fill my planter with potting soil and add a beautiful plant. The texture and paint make this planter look completely different now. You would never know it was the plastic planter from the dollar store. I hope this has inspired you to give your planters a makeover as well.
You're not going to believe what I do with this vegetable oil. I added ready mix, concrete mix, peat moss, perlite, and water together and mixed well to create a thick concrete mixture. If you roll it into a ball, it should stick together and then you know it's ready. Next, I oiled the inside of a 20-liter bucket using the vegetable oil, and I carefully packed the concrete into the bucket on the bottom and then worked my way up the sides. I went up about 8 inches and it was about 1 inch to 1.5 inches thickness. After it dried for 24 hours, I flipped the bucket upside down to take it out, and I used a small wire brush with water to smooth around the top edge and remove any loose dirt and dust around the sides and bottom. Then I used a sponge to apply brown, antique white, and gray acrylic paint around the outside, top, and inside edge of the concrete and blended with a bit of water. Once it dried, I added a tropical plant, and now I have a modern pot that looks like a limestone planter for a fraction of the price.
Don't toss those tin cans because we're turning them into something way too cute to throw away. For this DIY project, you'll need a few empty tin cans, paper napkins in any color or pattern that you like. I found all of mine at Hobby Lobby. Start by washing your cans and removing the labels. Then give each of the outsides a quick coat of white craft paint. This gives you a clean base to work with. While the paint is drying, let's go ahead and prep our napkins. Most decorative napkins have 2 layers, so you can carefully separate the layers apart and discard that plain backing layer so that you're left with just a thin patterned sheet. Brush a vertical strip of Mod Podge down one side of your can and then gently line up your napkin and press it down. I tried to line the edge of my napkin right up with the top of the can to give that top a really clean edge. Take your time here. The napkins are really super delicate when they get wet and they'll tear if you try to move them too much. So use your fingers to carefully smooth out air bubbles and wrinkles as you go. Once that first section is lined up and in place, you can brush some more Mod Podge on the next area of the can and continue wrapping the napkin all the way around your tin can, one small section at a time. If you have some overlap at the end of your napkin, that's totally fine. You can glue a little overlap down or trim it off if there's a lot left. We're giving these upcycled cans a stylish little upgrade by adding little wooden feet. Use your hot glue gun to attach 3 wooden beads to the bottom of each can, which adds just a little bit of height and gives them a little something extra. And now these are ready to use. You can organize your pencils and pens on your desk like I did in my daughter's room, in the bathroom for makeup brushes or even toothbrushes. This is such a simple upgrade that's affordable, functional, super versatile, and super cute.